Hello. The building over there is an abandoned Shari restaurant in Woodburn, Oregon. So let's take a look at it. Shari again. As always, signs are still up. It seems like this is becoming common whenever Shari closes down. Like I mentioned earlier, the company doesn't want to spend the money to take the signs down. No wonder they're so cheap. C-A-C-A-P. Chip. Not sure if you're able to read it, but there's a note behind the front paper saying the lease is terminated, basically a commercial eviction. Not surprising since a lot of other Shari restaurants are struggling to pay rent and utility bills. Anyways, here's the rest view. Yeah, that classic wooden door with two glasses in front of me. That's one of my favorite things about Shari's. Hard to tell if that's the one they have when their place originally opened. You can see the red seating straight ahead. Must be outdated. It's true that some Shari restaurants have red and green booths, kinda like a Christmas vibe. You can see the pie display being lit up. No pies, but you can see what looks like wine and beer on the bottom shelf. Crazy. You can see the Hayden Shari's bakery sign. I would love to bring it home as a souvenir. Haha. They're so big. There's a couple lights on, not just the pie display itself. The electricity is being wasted, unfortunately. I understand it's to deter anyone entering the premises. Sometimes scrappers come in and take pipes and other materials from vacant buildings. Others vandalize the place just for fun, which is obviously not okay. You can see the Halloween decoration way down there. Kinda ironic considering this church is now abandoned. Aside from that, I believe the building was built in the early 1980s. I imagine the place was extremely packed back in those times. Over the years, fewer and fewer people came here after the service and food quality change. Unfortunately, that's common in almost every restaurant chain. Wow, there's a giant camera dome mirror attached to the ceiling tile. It reminds me of Dollar Tree. Man, I hate that most of the shades are covering the windows. So annoying as heck, haha. This is far much better. You can see a lot of stuff literally left behind, almost like they just closed for the day. Dang. The napkins, silverwares, some ads, sugar packs, and salt and pepper shakers are presentable on tables. Could be wrong, but they might get dusty later on. Obviously there's a large booth down there. The tables are likely original while the brown chairs probably aren't. In the early days, I'm sure they used classic airbag chairs. The room at the right with the old video poker area. The slot machines have clearly already been removed by the Oregon Lottery. Before that, used to be an extra dining area. Apologies if my camera is blurry. Moving on. We're approaching the back building. The door leads to the kitchen. Let's see that window. There's a menu in front of the window. Everything's from Cisco. Don't you just love it? Here's what the kitchen looks like. There's a lot of aprons hanging on the wall. Can't tell they have been reused many times. Looks like there are two Bluetooth speakers on top of the table. That's insane. Got a crane right next to them. So this is the employee break area, by the way. This boarded up window is the manager's office. There's the emergency exit door right next to it. The swinging door on the left side clearly leads to the kitchen. I wonder if there's any food ingredients left behind. There are big concerning since if they're not thrown out, they could start to smell and attract flies. Those insects are no bueno. I would hate to see those happen. There's the Oregon Marionberry pie. Never tried them myself, they had the apple pie a few times. The POS system is still running and receipts are coming out of the printer. Unbelievable. I believe the POS systems are used not only for entering customer orders, but also for employees to clock into work. Guess that would have been convenient since there are a few POS machines. It's still the same that so many Shari's locations are closing down. Thanks to corporate, they're the ones who blame for the downfall of Shari's, including the CEO Samuel Auguste. He should have been fired years ago. Shari should have gotten a new CEO who actually cares about the company and its employees. They would have been okay by now, I think. I heard there's been a rumor that Shari filed for bankruptcy, but I don't know how true that is. Never related to Shari, but I know Marie Callender's restaurant, Carol's, and Coco's filed for bankruptcy many years ago. We used to have Marie's and Carol's here in Oregon, but not anymore. It's a shame that we've lost a lot of restaurant chain around here. We have to accept that things will last forever. I don't like it either, but it is what it is in life. Nothing I can do about it. Anyway, you can see the busing station in the middle of the dining area. The floor tiles down there are very 80s vintage. Oh, by the way, I've eaten at this series a few times several years ago. For example, back in February 2014, my parents and I stopped by for breakfast after I had minor surgery at a hospital in Clackamas. At that time, the service and food were great. Then in April 2018, I came again one morning, but no one came out to greet us. We waited several more minutes and decided it was best to leave and find another Shari's. Before heading to another location, I made a quick stop in wrestling to film an abandoned Shari's. If you haven't seen the video yet, the link is in the description below. After filming, I finally went to the Shari's at the Oregon City Shopping Center to have breakfast. Once again, the service and food were great. Also, I have an aunt and uncle who live in Woodburn, and it's very likely they came here many times over the years. They have been here in the city since the early 2000s, I believe. When there was the future for this building, maybe another restaurant could take over the place. I think a Black Bear Diner would be a good fit, just my 2 cents. Here's the last peek. And that'll be it. That's gonna wrap up for the video. Make sure to like, comment, and share. Thanks for watching, and until next time, see you on the other side.